Look around. Someone just got promoted. Someone just bought a new house. Someone just posted a vacation photo. Someone just announced their success. And somewhere, quietly, someone else felt something tighten inside. Not sadness, not anger, something sharper, envy. But here's the real question. Why? Why do human beings feel threatened by another person's success? Why does someone else's happiness sometimes feel like our loss? Why does comparison hurt so deeply? To understand envy, we have to understand identity. From childhood, we are measured. Grades, popularity, looks, achievements, money, status. We are not just taught to grow, we are taught to compete. And competition plants a silent belief inside us. There is not enough for everyone. Not enough success, not enough recognition, not enough love, not enough opportunity. Scarcity thinking becomes normal. So when someone else rises, our unconscious mind whispers, "They took something that could have been mine," even if that's not true. Envy is rarely about the other person. It is about what their success reveals about us. It exposes our insecurities. It highlights our delays. It magnifies our self-doubt. If you feel secure, someone else's success inspires you. If you feel insecure, someone else's success threatens you. The difference is not in them, it's in you. But there's another layer. Social comparison is built into human psychology. For thousands of years, survival depended on social rank. Higher status meant better resources, better mates, better protection. Your brain still carries that ancient wiring. So when you scroll through social media and see someone ahead, your nervous system reacts. It feels like a loss of status, and status to the primitive brain equals safety. This is why envy feels physical, a tight chest, a sinking stomach, a restless mind replaying their success. It is not logical, it is biological. But biology is not destiny, because envy is also a mirror. When you feel envy, ask yourself, what exactly am I envying? Is it their money, their freedom, their confidence, their recognition? Often, the answer reveals your hidden desire. Envy points toward what you secretly want. But instead of using envy as information, most people turn it into resentment. They criticize. They got lucky. They don't deserve it. It won't last. This protects the ego. If you diminish their success, you protect your self-image, because admitting someone else earned something you didn't forces you to confront effort, and effort requires responsibility. Envy becomes toxic when it turns outward, but it becomes transformative when it turns inward. Here's a hard truth. Many people don't envy strangers. They envy those close to them. Friends, colleagues, family members. Why? Because proximity intensifies comparison. If someone far away succeeds, it feels abstract. If someone next door succeeds, it feels personal. It creates contrast, and contrast creates discomfort. If your friend becomes successful, it silently asks, "What have you been doing?" That question hurts, because deep down, most people know where they are procrastinating. Envy is often frustration with yourself, projected onto someone else. But there's another uncomfortable truth. Sometimes people envy you, and you don't even know it. You might be working hard, staying disciplined, improving quietly, and someone watching you feels threatened because your growth reminds them of their stagnation. Growth is disruptive. When you change, you disturb the balance of relationships. People who bonded with you over struggle may feel disconnected when you evolve. Envy can fracture friendships, not because of hatred, but because of comparison. The tragedy is this: envy is natural, but unmanaged envy destroys connection. Instead of celebrating growth, people compete silently. Instead of supporting, they monitor. Instead of collaborating, they compare. Social media intensified this. Before, you compared yourself to neighbors. Now you compare yourself to the world. Curated highlights become perceived reality. You see success without struggle, results without effort, wins without context. Comparison becomes constant, and constant comparison breeds chronic dissatisfaction. But envy is not evil. It is misunderstood energy. It tells you there is something you want. The real danger is not envy, it is passivity. If you envy someone's fitness but never train, envy turns into bitterness. If you envy someone's success but never act, envy turns into resentment. Action dissolves envy. Movement transforms jealousy into motivation. Ask yourself, when was the last time someone's success made you uncomfortable? What exactly did it trigger? Be honest. Was it their discipline, their courage, their visibility, their confidence? Envy reveals gaps between who you are and who you wish to be. Most people suppress that discomfort. Few use it. And here's something deeper. Envy also stems from identity attachment. If you see yourself as the smart one in your group and someone else achieves something greater, your identity feels threatened. It's not just their success, it's your self-definition collapsing. So you resist, you criticize, you minimize, not because you're evil, but because identity feels like survival. Yet identity is flexible. You can expand instead of shrink. Another reason people envy each other is validation hunger. Many people build their self-worth externally: likes, titles, approval, recognition. If worth depends on comparison, someone else's rise feels like your fall. But if worth is internal, their rise is neutral. Secure people don't compete emotionally. They collaborate. The solution is not to eliminate envy. The solution is to understand it. When envy appears, pause. Don't judge it. Don't act on it. Study it. Ask, what is this teaching me? Maybe you need more discipline. Maybe you need more courage. Maybe you need to stop delaying your goals. Envy is uncomfortable truth wrapped in emotion. And here is the paradox. The people you envy today once envied someone else. Growth is layered. No one begins confident. No one begins secure. They build it. Step by step. Envy fades when progress begins, because progress creates self-respect. Self-respect neutralizes comparison. When you are proud of your effort, you stop measuring your worth against others, and something powerful happens. You start celebrating instead of competing. You start learning instead of criticizing. You start collaborating instead of isolating, because you realize there is room for success, room for recognition, room for growth. The scarcity was imagined. Your path is yours, their path is theirs, and both can exist. Envy shrinks the mind. Awareness expands it. So next time you feel that sting, don't hide from it. Listen. It may be pointing you towards your next evolution. Because the opposite of envy is not indifference. It is inspiration. And inspiration begins when you stop comparing and start building. The real battle was never against them. It was always within you.